there. That is our sort of understanding and teaching with regard to blood. And obviously I do appreciate that many people do have differing viewpoints and opinions.
No, I'm asking you a question about your book.
Got you. Well, we've got I don't have it in front of me at the moment, unfortunately. I'd say I was just calling, I was passed on your details with, that was to sort of follow up on. So I don't have those details to hand at the moment. I'm actually out and about just now. But the scriptural understanding is based firmly within the book and based upon our Bible understanding of that.
Let me just read the chapter again. Lesson 39, paragraph 1. Jehovah told his worshippers in Bible times, the life of every sort of flesh is its blood. Leviticus 17:14. To Jehovah, blood represents life. Since life is sacred or holy, gift from God, blood is also sacred. As far as I know, Jehovah's Witnesses who take blood and are not repentant, they say, no, I took a blood transfusion and I did the right thing, they are disfellowshipped if they are not repentant, yes?
Yes.
But in the next verse, which your book doesn't mention, Leviticus 17:15, the very next verse, it simply explains that anyone who takes blood, who has broken God's commandment on blood, is to simply have a ceremonial wash. And then they are ritually clean when they clean their bodies and they clean their clothes. So when it says in verse 14, whoever eats it shall be cut off, that's not execution, that's not disfellowshipping for the rest of your life. If you willingly break God's commandment on blood, Leviticus 17:15, and every person who eats what died naturally, what was torn by beasts, whether he is a native of your own country or a stranger, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe in water and be unclean until evening. Then he shall be clean. So it was to break God's commandment on blood, all you had to do was have a ceremonial washing, and then you came back into the fellowship. As far as I understand, Jehovah's Witnesses, if you break the Jehovah's Witness commandments on blood, you'll disfellowship for the rest of your life if you're not repentant. Gosh, this is driving me mad.
That's right, yeah.
I don't know how to program these silly things. It's
I mean, obviously, we're all entitled to have our own sort of viewpoints on scriptural teachings. You obviously have that viewpoint which differs from
No, I have not given you my opinion. I'm looking at one thing. I'm looking at what your book, Enjoy Life Forever, Lesson 39 teaches. Now, do you have any response to what I've said? Leviticus 17:15, that it was just a temporary injunction. No one was disfellowshipped for the rest of their life for taking blood. I mean, if I'm wrong, show me. Oh gosh, he's hung up, Dunfermline North. Gosh, I don't believe it.
Welcome to the EE voicemail. I'm sorry, but the person you've called...
So he hung up on me. Quite unbelievable. I never got on to Deuteronomy 14:21, where the Jews were allowed to sell unbled animals to the strangers who lived amongst them, to the non-Jews who lived in their communities. Deuteronomy 14:21, you shall not eat anything that dies of itself. You may give it to an alien who is within the gates, that he may eat it, or you may sell it to a foreigner. For you are a holy people to the Lord your God. You shall not boil a young goat in its mother's milk. So you could sell unbled meat to foreigners. They would therefore be breaking the blood commandment, but with the aid of the Jews, and all they had to do was have a ceremonial washing, and they were clean again. I mean, it's just unbelievable. The older I get, the more amazed I am at how stupid so many religious people are. They don't know the first thing at all about what they're talking about. And they don't want to bother finding out what they believe or what they're talking about. I've just spoken to some Muslims today, and it's the same attitude with them. They just want to be part of the Ummah, the Muslim community. They want to have a groupthink. They want to be part of a community. They want to have a community strength, community spirit. And that's what it's all about. You don't study anything on your own. You don't research anything. You just follow the crowd. You follow the group. And it's exactly the same thing with this Jehovah's Witness from Dunfermline North congregation.